Hello, hello. Okay, some more oily education today. I am going to focus on one of the brand new oils. There's four new oils that just got launched to the Australian warehouse. They've been available in the US since the end of last year, but we have just been given the opportunity that we can now order them direct from our warehouse, which is really exciting. And the first one that I'm going to do some education on is turmeric. I was really excited about this oil. As some of you may know, coming from a food wellness point of view with my other business, we have a couple products that we already use turmeric powder in. And whenever doTERRA launched or announced that they were going to be doing a turmeric oil, I was super stoked and super intrigued to find out why is this different from the powder that I use making turmeric lattes and in my curries. And yeah, so I dived dove dived into the science, and I'm going to share that what I learned with you guys. So as I said, it's available now in the Australian warehouse. You could always get it from the US warehouse. I picked this one up in November, I think, at the end of 2018 in one of the US BOGOs. So I got buy one, get one. I can't remember what oil it came with. But yeah, so we've been using it for at least 6 months now in our house. And it's been really awesome to have. Now, personally, it's not one that I would like to pop in the diffuser. It's not really a smell. So it's not really a smell that I would enjoy to have the aroma of floating around my house. But there's obviously benefits to that. It smells like turmeric, so if you know that smell, that's exactly what it smells like. No surprises there. It's spicy, earthy. It's definitely spicy. Earthy, woody. It is nice smell. It's just not one that I would choose to put in my diffuser, but we're all very different. It is steam distilled from turmeric root. So a little bit on the science behind it. So if we look at the powder, turmeric powder, that is so popular now in the health and wellness industry, and you see it everywhere. We're consuming turmeric, we're putting it in face masks on our faces, we're doing a lot of things with turmeric. The powder is mostly filled with curcumin. So curcumin is the buzzword that you will hear floating around. And curcumin is an anti-inflammatory portion of the turmeric root. The problem with curcumin is that it is water soluble. So whenever we take it into the body, we can digest it and metabolize it, which we actually do very quickly with curcumin, which is not ideal. You kind of want it to be in the body for a while to work with whatever you're trying to do with it. But because it's water soluble, it means that it cannot get inside those cells. So we've learned through essential oils that for something to work at a cellular level, it needs to be able to pass this cell membrane, and to do that, it needs to be an oil. doTERRA is looking at different ways to get the different components from turmeric, and they came up with a way of steam distilling, and doing that, they have ended up with a turmeric oil that is mostly turmerone instead of curcumin. So there's not very much, if any, curcumin in the essential oil. It's mostly a component called turmerone, and there's two types in this oil. There's lots of types, but we've got two types. This is turmerone and AR turmerone. I'll not go into the details on those two, but the important thing to know about turmerone is that it is oil based, so that it can cross over that cell membrane. It can get deeper into your cells, which makes it much more bioavailable to our body. So you can work on your health and your wellness at a cellular level, which is very exciting. So the things that turmeric oil, essential oil, are really good for, they can help support your immune system. So of course, getting anything that's getting into those cells and working on bringing down any kinds of inflammation or fighting any nasties, this is the guy that will get in there and help you do that. It also helps promote antioxidant activity in your body. So again, that supports your immune system at the same time. Two ways, there's multiple ways that you can take it. You could take it by internally cooking with it, or making turmeric lattes with it, just with a cup of whatever milk you usually use, and then maybe some honey, and mix that together. I'd like to add some fats in there too, like ghee or coconut oil, and blend it up. That is delicious. Add it into your curries. what else have I added this into? I've splashed it onto rice, which is really good. Cooked rice is delicious. It has a really good, like there's a good punch of flavor in there. So don't go too overboard. 1 to 2 drops is plenty. And as we all know, when we're cooking with essential oils, start small so you don't ruin your entire dish. So you can take it internally that way, which is very easy and quite fun. You can also do a few different protocols with it, and if you want to increase your uptake, or if you don't like the taste of it or the smell of it, then grab yourself some veggie capsules, which are just the empty capsules, and a couple drops in the morning and a couple drops at night. Take that internally and just take those like a regular tablet, and then you can't taste it. That's an easy way to use it. Topically, so we've been cooking with it and kind of doing a few protocols. When we feel a bit sniffly or anything coming on, then turmeric comes out and it seems to just blast everything out of the way, which is great. Topically, Blake has a bit of a sore knee, and you can probably hear a baby crying as well. Trying to do this while the boys are asleep. Topically, Blake has had issues with one of his knees for a very long time. So we've been applying it topically around his knee area, diluting it with a carrier oil like coconut oil or sweet almond oil, and just massaging it into the area to see if it can bring down the inflammation that way, which has been really great. And sort of pairing it with things like copaiba or even the ice blue, just to give a bit of extra boost into the area. On your skin, as in on your face, it's extra brightening, really good for bringing down any redness. So you can use it directly on any pimples. You could bring down the redness in a pimple if you want to just put it straight on there. Obviously test your skin for sensitivity first and dilute appropriately, or make a face mask, sort of combine it with, you could just combine it with activated charcoal or bentonite clay, or a face mask you already have and pop it in there, or moisturizer, put a couple drops in there and put it on your face and then wash it off again. Is a really interesting way to use it. Or make a face scrub, which is quite fun, which I've done before. I've actually used, you can use a very low dose of bicarbonated soda in a scrub as well, and then add the turmeric in there. Yeah, that is how we like to use it. I'm just going to check. Healthy skin, flavor it in food. If you do want to diffuse it, it combines really well with citrus oils, and actually it combines beautifully with green mandarin, which is another one that we have just been that's just been made available to the Australian warehouse. So if you're going to pick up 2 new oils together, then I would recommend you get the turmeric and the green mandarin. And then I will do another video about green mandarin, but together combined, their anti-inflammatory properties are off the charts. So those are 2 really cool oils to have in your kit. It's one that I'll use it more often than I use oregano, but it is one that you probably won't use all the time in your kit, but you'll be grateful for whenever you have it, and it's super handy. And I probably cook with this a little bit more often than I would ones like oregano and stuff. So super great to have. I totally recommend getting it. Very therapeutic. Yeah, and I really love it. I'm really excited that we can get it from the Australian warehouse now. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried turmeric yet, or if you want to try it. Give me a shout down below. If you enjoy turmeric lattes and curries, then it's kind of a no-brainer. Add this one into your kit. It's a lot of fun to have, and it's much better than the powder. So I'm converted now, which is wonderful. Would love to hear what you guys think about this oil. More videos coming soon. Speak to you guys. Bye.